answer to that. So I think you could, and I actually think that's what I do. Some would maybe call it full-time, but I still think it's part-time, close to full-time, but you could do even less and still make money. So if you take, for example, I do on average 3 to 4 loads a week, or 3.5 loads. Each load for me takes on average about 9 to 10 hours, depending on where I'm going. That's like an average, though, because there is days that I'm out for 12, 13, but then there's some that are 9 or 8. I think our closest delivery, I can deadhead to Indiana, pick up, drop off, and be deadhead back home and be home in 8 hours. The longest one that I've done, there is longer, I just haven't been to them, is for me would be going up to La Crosse, which I think that's like 5.5 hours from Indiana, and then about 3 hours home. So that's like 8.5 plus about an hour of hooking up, unhooking, and then 2 hours. So it's about, on a perfect day, 11 hours. Probably should say, typically going to be 12 or more because of stopping for fuel, and if you're dealing with any kind of weather, wind, and stuff like that, you can easily start adding up some time. But then there's some that are longer than that. Like I said, I haven't done them. I think the longest is like 550 miles. That you may not be able to actually get that with deadhead. You may not be able to get that done in one shift. If I were to do that, I would maybe try to pick up like one day and deliver the next, so that I'm not sleeping out on the road. But it's doable. But if you look at my numbers, on average, so let's say I do 3 loads, it's going to be 30 hours ish. 4 loads is going to put me at 40. So obviously, if you do 4 loads, you're going to end up, full time. If you do 3 loads, you're going to be around 30 hours. So this week, if I would have done just the 3 loads that I have scheduled, or that I've already completed, I'm trying to remember, it's like right around $1,800. I can't remember all the destinations I went to so far this week. I went to Green Bay, I went to Sheboygan. I'm trying to remember where else I went. I went somewhere on Monday. I think I went up to Appleton. So yeah, so those 3 loads, I think Appleton's 700, Sheboygan north is 570, so what's that, 1270, and 560 for Madison, so 1830 for those 3 days, 30 hours would be what you would gross. Now I am going to do a 4th load over the weekend, because I'm not going to be able to run much next week, and I think I'm going to like Suamico, and I want to say that pays around $700. So for me, I'll have like a $2,500 week, and it'll be right around 40 hours, so like full time. But you could run 2 loads and be at say $1,000 in 20 hours. So you could definitely do it part-time. One load could be anywhere from, the lowest paying would be like $420, highest paying I think is like $1,100. But the company I run with, I got to run minimum 12 per month, so you're not going to get you're pretty much running close to full time like I am. But some of these other companies just require 1 a month, so especially if you're running out somewhere like out west, you could do 1 for the month. Let's say it pays $3,000, and then take off the other 3 weeks out of the month. So you could definitely do it part-time. You know, I don't know that it would be kind of hard to justify the cost of like a nice truck, the equipment, insurance, stuff like that. But you know, if you already have the truck and a lot of the equipment and stuff, and you're just maybe retired and just looking to do it on the side, or maybe you have a work schedule. I know some people do like, you know, 3 on, 4 off, 4 on, 3 off. You could probably do something like that where you're increasing the amount of money that you generate by doing RV transport part-time. So I just want to throw that video out there for anybody, because I get a lot of emails asking a lot of questions, and I think maybe that would answer some of the questions that people have. If you have any more questions, definitely throw them in the comments. Let me know what you think, if you think RV transport part-time is worth it or not. Or if you are doing RV transport part-time, throw that in the comments as well, just so other people can like read it and get an understanding that it is doable. You don't have to run super hard. I don't run super hard, but I'm sure there are guys that probably work 6-7 days a week, and they're probably making a lot more money than, you know, I am. But it's all, and I've commented a few of the Facebook groups, like, you know, you can make money in RV transport, because there's a lot of people that say you can't, but the amount of money you make is going to be dependent on how hard you're willing to work. So just keep that in mind.